And today's starting pitcher, big Tyler Glasnow. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup here. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first. 2 quick outs in the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First-round pick out of Indiana back in 2014.
Ball.
Outside low. Ball 1. Strike on the inside corner.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That misses off the outside edge. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here in L.A. and on the hill for the Phillies, Ryan Weathers. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Mookie Betts stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Ball.
And that one ripped to left. Takes it in for the out. The batter now will be Will Smith.
Ball.
Man at first, 1 away. To third, might be 2. Over to second for 1. On to first, double play. Back here at Dodger Stadium. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Jo Adell stands in for the Phillies. Swings through that one. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. This is Bryson Stott. And a foul ball. No score here in the second. And ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 2-1. And delivers outside. In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. And that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And now it's Alec Bohm.
Ball 1.
Good
Ball
spot
two.
for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Ball.
And
No,
another
that's it.
ball. Line shot into the gap should score at least one. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score and they take the lead. The second run scores and they lead by 2. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's JT Realmuto.
That's a foul ball.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss as he was late. Curve in the dirt, kicks away. No advance though. He goes down looking. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Hit hard on the ground is short. And there's 2 away. Trey Turner at the plate. Flied to right his first time. Betts. The throw to first. That ends the inning. And they limit the damage. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Tommy Edman. Swing and he breaks his bat. Boom. Takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Next to hit, Geraldo Perdomo.
Ball.
Next
No,
offering
that's a
misses, and that's ball 2.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Out towards right center field. Can't get there, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Base hit into the outfield. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Here is Freddie Freeman. Golden opportunity right here. Base hit, 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, we're starting over 2 RBIs with that swing, and this one is tied. On the mound, he's got to feel like he deserved a better result on that pitch. Really, I mean,
base hit, 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Andy Pappas, the next to hit, 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And a run comes in to score. Here's Mookie now. He's 0 for 1.
No.
4 runs already in the frame at bottom half of inning number 2. And Mookie takes.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count,
hard liner. Should be extra bases. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. 1 run is in. Here comes Pages around third. He'll score easily. And they take a 3-run lead. 1 out. Runner at second. Will Smith to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
with how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
That one is downstairs, and it's 1-2. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Tommy Edman at the plate. He popped out his first time. On the ground. Glove flip for one. Double play.
That's an out.
What a twin killing, Dan. Back here in L.A. and digging in for Philadelphia, Jose Ramirez.
Ball one.
Ramirez getting to start at third, batting second in today's lineup, and his batting average this season is over 400. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
On a line out towards center. And there's one away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. That one lifted to left. Bellinger settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Popped up. Freeman settles underneath it. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Geraldo Perdomo. Check swing called strike. That's strike one.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Swings through that.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Hauls it in, one away. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. To the right side. Nice grab. From his knees, the throw. And very nicely done for the out. Ohtani at the dish now. Shohei actually hit a few home runs against Los Angeles before signing with the Dodgers as a free agent.
Yeah, that's right. And in fact, Ohtani's first home run against the National League team happened when he was playing against the Dodgers.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball one.
Ball two.
Popped in the air, left field, brings it in, and that is back here at Dodger Stadium. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Joe Adell. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. Well, these Phillies, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Stop. Takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. On the ground right side. Betts. tosses to first.
Yes,
two
you're out.
quick outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 outs, base is empty. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. Strike 2. Next offering is down low. Outside with a breaking ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner.
And he got him. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom 4, Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one in the air center field. Marsh settles under it, and there's one down. Here's Kyle Tucker. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That one fouled off. The 0-2. That one missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pages. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. And there's a ball. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a leadoff double.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way.
Jack Dreyer on the pitch out of the pen here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
No.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pages under it. And there's one down. So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner digs in now. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. The shortstop takes the ball. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees, and they get the out. Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez.
Ball.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. 2 outs and a runner at third, and we're at the top of the 5th. Oh, look at the stop. To first. Nicely done for the out. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts.
You know, these Dodgers really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They have 6 hits today with runners in scoring position, and that's something they can feel very proud of. There's certainly added pressure when you're hitting with runners on. So the fact that they've come through so many times in those spots shows me a lot about the makeup of these hitters.
And now 3-1.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 1 for 2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Ball. Ball 2.
Betts on at first. Nobody out. A little bit low. And that's ball 3. Next offering is fouled back. And ball 4 to a board. First and second, no outs. And here comes Tommy Edman. One down. Two aboard with 1 out. Geraldo Perdomo. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
Two walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Inside.
Ball 2.
Ball 2. Up the middle. The flip. Here's one. Relay to first in the dirt. And he can't dig it out. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. That one pulled foul. The Dodgers trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch misses, and 1-1. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go. Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging for the K. Back here in L.A. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Dreyer, in his second season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. To the mound now, they turn to Blake Treinen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hernandez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. He did not go around. The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Up the middle. Betts up with it. Over to first.
Got him.
Two
That's an
quick
out.
outs to open the top of the sixth. 2 down, bases empty. Joe Adell will hit next. There's a swing and a miss. That one hit the knees for a strike. Stays alive. And that's ruled a swing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the sixth, Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Base hit, and they have their first hit since the second inning. And he's into second with nobody out.
Everything came together perfect for him right there. Loud cut.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Tanner Banks.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Freeman in the box now. Takes strike one. And that is downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike.
Outside.
Outside with a breaking ball. And it's filled up. Sets him down looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Swing and a pop-up. Hernandez on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pages. Out to short. Turner with the throw to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We go to the top of the seventh. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
Ball.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Here's a 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two now. Checks his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he did. Jerry Hillsdale rings him up. Boom.
Ball
Stands
inside.
in here, leaves that one off the inside. And a swing and a miss there.
Ball inside.
The Phils down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Now he breaks his bat. Flips it. It's there, and that's a great play. Here comes Real Muto.
Philadelphia. Catcher, JT Real Muto.
No, that's a ball.
The 1-0. That one ripped, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike 2. That one missing inside. Cuts on it and misses. Set for the last half of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts.
Ball 1. Yeah. Ball 2.
Close,
Ball 3.
but called a ball. Ball 3. That one
That's the
misses.
ball. Take
So
your bait.
leadoff walk. Here. Catcher, Will Smith. Brad Keller into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Out towards right center field, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. One out. Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Max Muncy, runner on first and one down for him. Max Muncy stands in now and watches strike 1. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop.
First and second, one out. Geraldo Perdomo. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. That misses the zone.
Inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
The next offering misses. 3 and 1.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position.
Ball 4.
And hitters
Take your
count.
And that'll load the
Up
bases.
next for the Dodgers,
Bellinger up to hit.
Cody Bellinger.
Misses
the ball.
again. 5 in a row.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you
In the air, right field. Adele gets under it. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. In comes the run from third. It's 6-2. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Jose Alvarado on the pitch here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Ball. Ball 2.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. And now 3 and 1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And they're all
Ball 4.
loaded up.
First base.
Up next for the
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swings through that one, out in front that time. Just
Ball, go.
missed. Next
Ball.
pitch downstairs. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Called out on strikes. They limit the damage here. Back here in L.A. We're at the top of the 8th. Brandon. Alex Vesia gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Just missed. Outside.
That's a ball.
And the count is 3-1. There's a strike. In the air, left side. Bellinger takes it in for the out. One away. Back to the top of the order now. Trey Turner now 0 for 3 in this one. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. Check swing called strike. That's strike one.
Ball 2.
Up the middle, bats up with it. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Ball 1.
And that misses. Inside. And it's 2-0. Fought off foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Safely into second. He's got a double. So runner at second, 2 down. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies.
Ride.
Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2. Ball 1 there. Outside. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty. Bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That gets down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. There comes the throw. Safe at second. Runner in scoring position. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Edgardo Henriquez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Man at second. This one in the air, right field. But it's just foul. And downstairs. Left field. Misses the catch.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
The 0-2. In the dirt, blocked. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Two on, one out. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1.
No,
that's a good
that's
miss
it.
off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Ball.
Next pitch misses outside. 3-1 now. Line shot into the gap should score at least one. And that'll kick off the base of the wall. One run across. Another comes in to score, and it's 9-2. One down. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Max Muncy. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Loves it on the dive. Throw to first.
Got him.
And it
That's
beats
him.
him. What a play. Geraldo Perdomo steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's
Inside.
off the inside edge. And that's ball one.
Off the plate.
Now
Ball.
one missed. And ball four,
Take
two
your base.
aboard. Two gone with runners at the corners. Now the left fielder, Cody Bellinger. On the ground, right side. In time to Bone. And that'll keep more runs. All set to start the ninth in this. So they turn to their closer, Edwin Diaz.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
No.
Diaz, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Ball
Inside, just missed. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
No.
That clips a corner. Swings and misses. Phillies have just one out remaining. Two down, bases empty. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. And ball one. Swings through that one. They're down to their final strike. Muncy. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers take this one in a blowout.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turn to him when they